The USB hub you've been plugging your controller in for the past like couple of weeks since you bought it no longer works properly, but it works for your mouse and your Bluetooth, because your Bluetooth headphones and your mouse friggin' work. I mean, I have a way to fix it. It's just plug into my like main like tower, but it's just like, why? Why this? Why now? On this particular day, localized entirely within my kitchen. Alright, let's set up the game. It's gonna be a minute because I have to do a bunch of nonsense behind the scenes. You're gonna see the game in a very, very tiny resolution again. Right up in that corner it should be. Yep, there it is. Okay. Give me one more second though. I'm not gonna be that long. I just have to throw on this hoodie. It's cold as hell where I'm at. I need some gloves, and like I think I have a pair, but like that involves me having to go and like burrow my way through this box I have that's got like all my clothes in it, and I don't like doing that right now. It'd be a wonder if I can get that damn thing even closed. Anyway, right before I do anything, I'm changing drill to sword. There we go. Alright. So we got stuck here. Because my meds wore off. Around when we started getting the hardest stuff. Yeah, this game's pretty cool. All little, earlier, but I really do love the middies. Okay, so I have to get used to this game again. It's been a minute, and I've been spending my weekend I'm just playing fighting games. I got back to playing Drive, and man, I missed that game. Like, I was spending a lot more time playing Fortnite than I was playing fighting games. Like since I really got into the game, and Fortnite's still a great game. I love Fortnite. Like, what a sick video game. But, like, I miss playing fighting games. Okay, I am so sorry. See, the problem is that, like, every time I try to tab out, it, like, makes the game freak out, and it drives me nuts. Like, please. I just want to play the video game. Yeah, I have audio balancing is just a pain in the ass. I hear it even on my on some of the VODs I'm rendering right now, so, or at least trying to render. More like download, I guess, yeah. And I love the little like references here to like radius and to R-type with these guys. That's pretty cool. I think the swords are way better than drill, honestly. I feel like the swords, like, dice through everything like a hot knife through butter. If I die and, like, have to game over, or in the event of it happening, I'll try out drills again. Let me turn the game down on my ears. Okay. Bastard. I need to play more shmups. I would love to play like a Gradius or R-Type at some point. They are definitely on the table, I think. Alright. Now this fight gives me a giant headache. Like, something. Table scraps. Wish there were more skulls around for me to rack up points on, but get another life before I have to fight the boss. Nah, here they are. Oh god. No, change back, change back, change back, change back. Damn it. Huge hitbox and a more left-right range? Okay. I'll keep that in mind, so I'll try it out next time. Again. It's just like a mentality thing. I did pop off when I saw the drills the first time. I was like, oh! This is just like that one anime. Gao Gaigar. I think jokes just like, hey, I like this thing, and then you say something that's not even the right thing. It's really fun. Yeah. Maybe after I'm done playing the game. I don't want to play everything. Like I'm done like playing this game. I do want to come back and do more at some point and do more multiplayer stuff. Ah! Damn it! I'm just getting sandwiched. No, dude. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Oh, thank God. Let me in. Oh. Yeah, I just have a soft spot in my heart for, like, MIDI stuff, I feel like. It might have just been some of the old games I played when I was younger. I have to look at the new Flashpoint stuff, because they did add, like, they made to make an update to it. So I'd love to just look through some of the new stuff they added, see what's cool with that. No! Damn it. Is this stage 5? I thought it was still stage 4. Let's really look at the numbers more. Get cooked. Hello! How's it going, Floral? I don't know if Bobu told you, but a friend of ours actually has your game downloaded. Your demo, anyway. So we'll try to let you know when she decides to stream it. Oh! Valid. I support you. Sucks, actually. Ugh. This sucks with these guys just around here. Beat it, you ingrates! Oh god, I'm gonna die. Homie about to die. Oh, streamer is afraid. Okay, it's fine. Oh. Oh. Get that shit away from me. I do still kind of have a soft spot in my heart for Gurren Lagann despite everything. Because I think, like, everything about the show, to, like, its send-ups to the mecha genre, to, like, just the mecha designs in that show are still goated. I love Gurren Lagann. Like, on paper, right? It's got its fair share of problems. Oh god, no. Oh god, no. No, I'm living. I'm living, I'm moving. I'm alive. Can't stop me. I gotta say though, a system that lets you just like recover health through just killing enough enemies and racking up enough points in multiplier is really cool. I don't know if other games do that. Yeah, I haven't really done a whole lot today. I was gonna go outside, but like it was so cold that I was like, nah, not about this. I did work on a couple OC things. I applied for that job today, like actually just today. I'm hoping to hear back from them. I'm gonna get that job. It works really nice with my with my schedule because my job fully starts at like 10:30 p.m. and that's like way after I'm done doing everything I need to do. So that's pretty cool. Ah! I think if I beat this game, I'm taking a break. I'm taking a break. I am going to vibe. We are going to play Animal Crossing. That's not a threat, that's a promise. Alright. Got one continue left. Got my charge shots. I gotta say though, this is a neat little gimmick. Oof, Jesus. When did I get hit? I talked about something a while ago. Yeah, I know I still have to go through a lot of stuff. Cause I was at like a boss rush and was like, ooh, can I do this with my like my Adderall-less ADHD brain? The answer is no. The answer is hell no. Not in a million years. And I'm so glad I have meds. I feel like since I've just gotten Adderall, my brain has just been so much better. I can fight game good. Yeah. Yeah. That was a thing I tried to do. When I fought the boss in its, when I did it on the easier mode, I had drill, because I didn't pick sword the first time. I just wanted to pick sword just to see what it was like. But I just love charge shots in, like, video games, I feel like. There's never really been a bad one, I think. Ooh. Is that my Mega Man bias showing? Maybe, but also just charge shots are good. They're good in Cuphead, they're good in this game, they're good in Mega Man. Never a bad charge shot. They're good in... what's it called? In, Metroid. The only problem is sometimes they take forever to charge, which I can understand, because they do just, you know, put out damage. Like, it's going out of style, so that makes sense. I still feel like Mega Man inventing, like, the charged sword slash. I'm not even sure they even really invented it, but they are kind of the ones to kind of make it kind of a staple in, like, these kinds of, in, like, you know, games that have them in them. But I love it on, like, Zero. It's fun in a lot of those games. I guess kind of Zelda did that, too. And, like, Zelda... yeah, Zelda's probably better. A more apt idea of what came first. I wish I got, like, a checkpoint there, but nope. Nope. Hold A to charge your laser. These are where we were last stream. I was like, oh, okay. This is just where my life is now. Awkward reunion, apology, annihilation. My favorite Mortal Kombat games. Mortal Kombat games. Movies, also. And I'm super glad that, like, the animes that I've been following lately have just been, like, good. Because, like, the Dragon Quest anime cleaned up a lot of gross stuff. Friggin'... what else cleaned up a lot of gross stuff? Dragon Quest anime was good about that. Shikizakura was really good. Oh, Space Invaders. Cute. Ah! Get over here. And it does take them all out. Cool. I love little UFOs like that. Little dumb little flying saucers. I adore them. I just think about UFO Kirby. I'm dead. F. Oh. Yeah, that is 4. Alright, let me pick drill this time. Oi. I really hope I got, like, the next, what's it called? No, not even friggin' close. Not even remotely close. Alright. Let me switch to drill. Let's go again. I just don't like how, like, close you have to get with drill. Like, I feel like you could be a little bit further away with, sword. Gotta get used to this. I feel like with drill, it'll be easier for me to get through a lot of stuff. Ah, damn it. Right behind me. Oh, wow. Yeah, alright. Yeah, alright. Yeah, alright. You sold me. You sold me. This is pretty good. Oh, what? Huh? What do you mean a third one? What? Ah, heck. Oh well. Alright. I probably just switched here and just charge shot twice. Oh, they teleport you out of the way of the drill so they don't get intimidated. That's hilarious. Ah! Alright, let me stay back. Sandwiched. Okay. I'm not using 100% of my brain because, like, I spend so much time, like, when I'm fully, like, I feel like my peak of strength when I'm on Adderall, like, just doing nothing. Like, sometimes I write stuff, but, like, a lot of it never really sees the light of day because I think it's just not good. A lot of self-indulgent stuff that just never really feels good to write or think about. I don't know. Ah. Stay away from me. But yeah, this section reminds me a lot of like Alien Soldier, which is a good game. I love Alien Soldier. Oh, stay away from me. Come on. Don't hold me in suspense, game. I wish the swords could get bigger too and have more real estate like the drill can, but I guess you know a drill's a big thing for obvious reasons. Oh, I'm sick. Let me in. Drill is really good. And I love that it's an orange drill too. It kind of reminds you of, like I said last stream, the core drill, which is a necklace I used to wear as a kid from Gurren Lagann. Oh. Fungus. Alright, I've really played a lot of multiplayer shmups, I think. By the way, Unstopping is a good track name. Ah, come on! Ah, okay. Yeah, I see what you mean. I think drills, like, except for, like, Gurren Lagann, are kind of underutilized as, like, a weapon in, like, fiction. There's, like, things that are, like, drill adjacent, I feel like. Nothing like the full, total package of being a drill and a weapon. No, never mind what I'm talking about. They got their entire deal from just Getter Robo, so I'm literally full of crap. By the way, Getter Robo is good. Love Getter Robo. Arc was really good. I liked Arc. I still enjoy Armageddon, but Armageddon is a bit sometimes, so I understand why people don't like it either. They have a character who says because of trauma they became autistic, and it's like, no, that's not how this works. That is not how this works. But you know what this area reminds me a lot of? It reminds me of, like, this bad game I used to play when I was a kid that I think I've brought up once. It was the Butt Ugly Martians game for Game Boy Advance that I had when I was younger. Like, oh yeah, this show is cool. It's way less cool than I thought. Get out of the way! Bastards. Alright. You ever just go back to a piece of media and realize, hey, wait a minute, this sucks, actually. I feel like I have that, realization a couple of times. Oh, that's right. I also watched a little bit more of Komi-san and Communicate. I remember hearing a lot about it like years ago, and I thought the art style was really nice. It is still really nice. It's just, you know, one of those things where, like, I need to sit down and watch more of it. I got, like, slice of life stuff too, alongside just, like, dumb shonen action stuff. There are many multitudes inside of me. You hate to see it. Better there than at the boss, I guess. Yeah, I shouldn't try to go to ones that are adjacent. I should just keep going up. Oh yeah, that's right. But I feel like the drill also does this too, like, really well. Like, the drill, I felt like made this boss coming up, like, hilariously a joke. Like, it wasn't even funny. What's up? And I should have I should have just waited and got more power in my drill, then gone for it. I screwed up. Those at like max, I can just plow through all those pinballs. Almost, you know. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes, only on the Viv stream. God, these particle effects. But yeah, look at this. Look. Drill is really good. That's stupid. Hell yeah. No holds barred. drill was good for that boss specifically, but just I felt like Sword was better for getting to that point. But yeah, put drill in the right place, like a hot knife through butter. It's hysterical. I guess so. I just found it out by accident. And it's just like, well, I guess this is how we do things. Oh, hello. Heck. Hell yeah. Get out of here, mother. I splattered that dude's brains! Harsh. I was like, is that all you need to do? No, I have to fight all 6 probably. Huh? What a surprise. I didn't expect visitors this soon. It's been a long time since I've met other Minutia. Who am I? I come from a distant future. I too fought your usurper a long time ago. Alas, now I'm nothing more than a prisoner, kept alive out of spite. This peculiar air of yours, it can't be mistaken. You're here to defeat our usurper. Ha. Ha ha. You are foolish indeed. But if this is truly your resolution, maybe this old fool can offer you some wisdom. Warriors of Minutia, listen carefully. This is the story of a god who wanted to become... What? Huh? Oh, right, this thing. I can do this. With the drill, this will be hilarious to use it. You know, if I don't fuck it up. Where do you think you're going? Oh, God. Come on, get big. There we go. Ah! No, you don't. Gonna stick with just firing. Damn. Okay. And then I have to start all the way from the beginning, I guess. Oh wait, no, I don't. Stop. This is really hard. Sheesh. That's really hard. Okay, what's next? I really hope it's not, the lizard. Oh, yeah, here it is. Jalapeno Newt. Stream 3. Stream 2, anyway. No, Stream 3. We did this yesterday, so... No. Friday. So it is, Stream 2. Ah! No, 3. I can count, I think. Come on. Like, actually, come on. Damn it! I was getting close, too. Oh, come on. Just let me get the next continue, dude. Alright. Oh, I can just... Okay. I want to go back and get the other weapons, but I don't know if I'm about that life. Damn it. Oh, I tried to get out of the way in time. I did not. Ah! Damn it.
Please continue.
Nothing out damages backshot while setting them. I felt like if you bump into them enough times, you do take damage off what I've noticed. Excuse me. Oh, okay, I thought that actually hurt me for a minute. I was about to scream like, ah, what happened? But that hit me instead. Okay, I need to just probably get all my continues, then I can just blow through the rest of the game. I'm also not sure what really causes the drill to fully activate. I think it's just enough time out, or is it just have to kill enough enemies? Oh!
Please continue.
Literally didn't notice it until it was too late. Yeah, I know, it's just, you know, it's also just, you know, get good is the meal du jour for this game. Ah, that's hard! Like, some games, it's just like, I'm not doing enough. Booga, 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 like Hollow Knight, but... Other times, I'm just trying to evade, and I'm evading into enemy fire, or, you know, that happens. Alright, I'm probably gonna game over here before I even get to the boss. I have to hand in my gamer card. But I'm gamer phobic anyway. Oh, okay. Okay. My bad. A little bit, but also not, as you can see. This is like, my 5th attempt so far? Could be more, could be less, I don't remember. Also, I've switched to drill. Because, Dragon was like, hey, drill is good, though. And I'm like, is it? And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, alright. I guess I'm a drill main now. Ah! My drill is a drill that will pierce the heavens. Man. Like I said, I'll say a lot about Gurren Lagann, but here's the thing, though. The first Giga Drill break of your life will change your life. That's not a joke. That's not me trying to oversell it. It will change your life. Because, like, it's such a moment. It's such a cool setup and everything. A good mixture of style and substance, and also style without substance. I love Gurren Lagann. I still want a figure of the titular mech. What a story, ma! Ha! Stay tuned for my stream of the Room the Game from Newgrounds. Coming August 32nd, 2022. Can't even get away with that game on Switch, so, so that's a big joke. Oh, damn it. I think I also want to do like DA stuff at some point. Fuck.
Please continue.
Let's see. Oh, that's right. Yeah. It does that with the drill and everything too. It also does damage as it charges too, which I've noticed. Heck. You have to be careful though, because the bullets can still touch you though when you're trying to just move them around. So you have to take that into consideration too. I wish I could turn them into like my bullets and hit the other enemies with them, but nope. Not that cool. Pretty cool though. Oh, I'm about to game over again. No, dude.
Please continue.
I'm not even gonna get anything from that. I only got 89 points. You hate to see it. Alright. Oh wait, no, it tracks my whole score. Okay, that's cool. Alright. Imperishable memories. Is that one of the two who's? Is that one of the two who's I've heard a lot about? Starring Miss Hakuri. No, this is a bit. Don't intentionally, like, mispronounce someone's name. Even when I try to outpace them, they still get me. What a bunch of jackets. Ah! Oh, okay. Wish I had like a button that could just serve as a macro for just changing between robot mode and regular mode. Also, I did definitely pause when I saw the robot transformation. It made me go crazy. And then I saw, like, the Gurren Lagann drill, and I'm like, oh, it's pushing all the right Viv buttons, damn it.
Please continue.
Give me a second. I'm gonna take off this hoodie now. Because I am starting to fry. I think some shmups have, like, vaguely comprehensible stories, but, like, it varies with what you're talking about. Yo, what up? That's my name. Oh, really? 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 Is that a thing? No way! Wow. Once again, I am gooned by not looking at the games. Ah! Oh, it's the triggers. Okay, it's not actually just R. Okay, that's fine. Get away from me. Ah! Get out of here. Damn it!
Please continue.
I thought I checked it, but apparently I did not. Recollection is a liar, and memory and nostalgia is a liar, and so is your memory. Ah! This is the lesson I have learned. It's like, hey, you checked these settings. No, you didn't. Like, oh, all right, I guess I didn't. I guess I'll die. about what I want to play, actually, a little bit. I'm thinking about playing Ace Attorney again. I kind of miss that franchise. Ah! Heck. Oh, thank God. Get me in. Get me in. You bastard. There we go. Okay, 4 continues. Yeah, I'm gonna get around to it again at some point. I'm just, you know, not looking forward to do the second game because it has, like, probably some of the worst cases in the entire franchise. So, that's one reason I'm kind of like, I've been, like, you know, waiting on it. Because those are the ones that, like, Will was talking about. That's the reason he made quote number 5, to, like, talk about, like, the fact that those cases sucked big time. So, it gives you riffing material. Look. Ah! You're right, but also it sucks. Sometimes it's not fun to riff on things that suck. This may come as a surprise to you, because, like, sometimes I'll just consume garbage. I've been trying to get, a group of friends, including Bobu, to, like, watch a bunch of really, really bad movies. Like, I still want to see Guyver starring David Hayter. But, like, you know, it's a one-person battle that I have to stand in my own corner for. Ah! And I hate those things. Oh God. Damn it. I just let that happen. I think I've just kind of gotten to the point where my tolerance for a lot of stuff has gotten way lower over time. Yeah, we have seen, like, a bunch of bad movies in there, like Tim Allen's Zoom, which was a disaster piece. Damn it. No, dude. Ah. 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 Alright, no, I'm fine. I am not fine. This could not be any less fine. Oh, I wish we could kill these guys too. Oh. I'm sad I didn't get everything I needed to out of that though. I got like way more stuff last time. Oh no, it's that one. I don't know. I've just seen like a lot of movies. I just want to see ones that are just dumb and bad and terrible and awful and share the experience with my friends. Because like I said on Twitter, like as much today, like there is nothing more funny than like seeing something that one of your friends does not know and just seeing everybody else's reaction. Like when you know and they're just like, hey, want something awful? And they're like, no, but let me see it anyway. And I'm like, oh, this sucks. Like, yeah, I know. My headache? No, 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 no. Our headache. Communism. Ah! Ah! Yeah, it's pretty claustrophobic, but that's the name of the game, you know? Speaking of movies that I want to see that I haven't, that I think that I hear are pretty good, I still kind of want to see Detective Pikachu. I haven't seen that movie yet, but I hear, like, decent things about it. You'd think being, like, a Pokemon mark would have been on that day one, but nah. Yeah, they don't hurt you, see? Just touch them. They're just orange. So I think they have, what's it called on? Where is it? Colorblind mode on. It's way less, like, vibrant, see? stick with this. I'm in a situation where I can easily... Die. Ah! Ah! Damn it!
Please continue.
I thought it was just a bit too much people's eyes, including my own, so I, you know, made an executive decision. Now this just looks like a Battletoads area. Like, real talk. This is like the area you fall down in Super Battletoads. Which is another, like, beat-em-up game I kind of want to stream. But I don't have Rare Replay, so I have to set up MAME for that. But it'll be fine. Get that on my face. You know, remember how I said sometimes you should say something else, Bobu? This is one of those times. I don't think that needed to be said. Suffice to say. Off my duff. Pog. I know at some point I'm gonna get to Toho. And I want to play Ikaruga again. Ikaruga was really fun, but I think I guess also just because I have a deeper appreciation for Ikaruga following playing through what's it called? Synchronicity Prologue. God, what a good game! I'm a speedrunner. What can I say? AGDQ wishes they had me on their couch. That's why I beat the that boss the first time on like the easy baby mode. That's like, hey, you have to do the full thing in one run through. You suck. Goodbye. Yeah, we're at that boss, but we have more stuff after it. Oh god. Oh, the drill just gets rid of it. Let's see where the flames are coming from. Not to hit by him. Ugh, bastard. Oh, it goes back. Ah! Damn it! Ugh. I'm not used to fighting this boss yet. I have to get used to fighting him, but I think I have him down. I just have to, you know, not get cooked. Yeah, boy! One more continue left, and I have them all. Yeah, I just have to not get hit by the fire. Damn it! Oh, I wasn't low enough. I forgot how low they went. Ah! That was just me being not smart. Oh god. Explodes. Truly. Mario in his small form really be like, ah. Charge shot. Not a charge shot! Oh, God. Damn it. Ah! Damn it. Okay. You know what? Speaking of games I need to go back and revisit, I need to finish the entirety of Maverick Hunter, because I never did the Vial run-through. And I want to do that. Actually, just that joke reminded me that I haven't done the Vial run-through yet. Oh, what not Castlevania? You mean Bloodstained? Which one? I need to be on Twitch more. I'll probably have open for Salty Bet like tomorrow. 'Cause I miss watching Salty Bet. Salty Bet's the sickest. I want to have like my own Salty Bet like run through. You had to bait with channel points. That'd be fun. Oh, Chasm. Okay. Away from me! Ah! Speaking of, you know, Metroidvanias and stuff, would you like a copy of Synchronicity Prologue for the low, low price of no dollars and no cents? Dragon. If you want it, I got you. Unless you already have it. It's the SMT Metroidvania, is what I'm talking about. The one that's just big free. What's that? Oh, did you not know what you're talking about? It's a Shin Megami Tensei Metroidvania where you play as Jack Frost. It's a good game. It's a very good game. It'd be like that, you know? Yeah, I changed it from colorblind mode to its regular definition, so now it looks a little bit different because of that. Nice smooth exit. Oh. I have to remember that I can just, you know, eat bullets like that.
Please continue.
Okay. Yeah. It was made to promote, like, another game, but, it's... Who cares why it's promoted? It's a good game. And it's free, and it's just English. It's great. It's a good game. Alright, I'll send it to you when I'm, done streaming. Wanna play? Let's play. See, idiot. It's a really fun, like, easily digestible video game, too. Like, it's not super long. It's a very, very nice length for a free game, I feel like. What the best loadout for this area is, not that it really matters. Just have to go back and go through all the levels again, but I'd probably do better now that I know, like, a lot more about how the game works. Ah! Bastard. I wish you could get back continues, but I don't know why you can't. Ah, okay. I'd say, let's see, I think I beat it in like 2 streams, last time I played it. I have to look again, but, it's a decently long, like, self-contained game that kind of sets the events of, another game, but, it's very much a digestible experience. Like, and not even in a way that's, like, insulting. It's very, very well-crafted, beautiful sprite work. A lot of love went into the game, I feel like. It was made by the same people who made the Toho Metroidvania game, too. So, I hear that game is pretty quality. Because, I don't exactly know what kind of game it's trying to, like, lead up to is. To be really honest. Gamers, you may hear loud voices in my home. Do not be alarmed. It is, simply another person inside of my domicile, who I do not know, I think. Well, I think the problem is that a lot of the, games are, like, not all of them are made by Zun, from what I remember. Ah, damn it.
Please continue.
I forget actually how many of them are actually made by Zun and how many are just, like, other games. But, like, I feel like a lot of, like, those games are really, really well made. Like, the Toho Metroidvania is really, really well made. The Toho fighting games are well made. That Mario Kart Double Dash kind of game is also looks pretty quality. Like, there's a lot of good stuff not made by Zun, I feel like. I still wonder what, like, the, what's it called games are like. The Turbo Graphics games for Toho. Okay, so if I continue. Look, I'm not touching that, right? Like, most of those Toho characters just look like, just read as children to me, and I'm like, nah. Michigan. Ah! Okay, actually, this is going to be a lot easier, I think. Oop. 3 hit points. Just have to take into account where the fire is, where they're shooting. Let me just switch to... Ah! Ah! How far does this fire go, dude? Ah! Ah, come on, dude. Oh. Well, it was that easy the entire time. I feel like a dip. Anyway. Alright. Who's next? I hope it's Snass Undertale. Hey, it is. Okay, I'm just not gonna attack, I'm just gonna let him talk. Yep. Part of me says if I ever had an IQ people wanted to work with, I didn't want to do anything, but yeah. But, like, I also feel like for something that just exists as an IP in general, that, like, people will make stuff like that happen regardless of, like, context, common sense, or anything. So, all they can really do is just put it out and hope to God that people are capable of consuming your content without being, like, gross about it. Right? That's all you can really do. Jesus. You are going to hear yelling. I cannot control that. I apologize. That's life. Oh, what am I doing there? Bastard. Oh, get squished. Second player just splattered his brain. That's harsh. I say his, but like, it's just a brain in a jar. Can't really gender a brain in a jar. Sick. Okay. Oh, Michigan. Oh! Oh, no. Oh. I'm sick. No!
Please continue.
I'm sick. Immediately followed by no. Yeah, that's this stream. That's this stream. I really hope somebody clipped that. I really do. It be like that sometimes, right? No. Ah. Charge. Hell yeah. Alright. Oh no, there's still more, right? Oh no, these Cheeto wheels, I'm so sorry. What an embarrassment this is? What? Huh? Oh, what? Huh? Who? Huh? Oh, okay. What? 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 Oh, okay. I guess this is what's happening now. For real? Where's the bird following me? What's up, dude? Is it really over? Doubt.jpg, but I'm sure I'll see it eventually. I'm gonna wait. Give me a minute. I smell more game. What? Huh? I knew it. I actually knew it. I was like, this smells fishy. Why does it smell fishy? Oh, that's why. I see. Oh, okay. Ah. Wait, what am I doing? Like, if I have all this stuff, why don't I just... Ah, I didn't notice this one's in front of me. Gooned. Gooned by not paying attention again, such is the case with this stream. Oh, he's got that's cute. He's got options. I never noticed that. That's cute. Oh, he's also shooting Rinkas, too. That's also fun. Arc Adder. Arc Adder. That's hilarious. Hey, that's new. I think. Heck.
Please continue.
I guess I do? Okay. Okay, that is really cool. Ha! That's fun. Alright. That's really fun. Alright. I'm like, This is a good game. I have to tell my friend who was trying to shill this game to me earlier that, hey, I played this game, it was a good game. I don't know, I'm not just charge-shotting. Like, for real, why am I not charge-shotting? I guess there's a reason like that. Whoa. Oh, come on. Get out of here. Having options is just a really, really cute visual thing. I love that. A nice tie to Gradius even more than calling him Arc Adder. Bobu, like... Kirby Mass Attack gave me a good Kirby game. I'm saying it. I'm saying it. Yeah, explain how in 10 words or less, and I'll believe you. If you can't do that, then, I'm sorry, but I guess your favorite game just isn't good. Damn it, are you serious? I'm sad. Look. Only to adapt to non-standard controls? Listen. I played a lot of it. Let me not mince words here, but I don't know, I still just don't gel with that game. I don't know. What do you want from me? An apology? I think the game is weird? No. Bam! Get dunked. Later, nerd. What's next? You're gonna start saying that, Kirby Canvas Curse is good? Oh. Oh, hello. Whoa, mama. Whoa. Okay, alright. That was a good bait and switch. Oh, my face itches. What do you mean? It's the exact same scenario. It's non-standard controls. Why can't you adapt, huh? Why can't you adapt? I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Just stand back and just charge shot him.
Please continue.
Man. Y'all have takes today. Y'all have takes, I guess. Okay, you know what? Here's the thing. I'll defend Mass Attacks. It does have Kirby RPG, and that game's fun. Kirby Quest is good. You got me. There. That's our middle ground is Kirby Quest. Because I love that minigame. Also, something I missed from, also, one thing I'm just, like, not, like, that big of a thing. It's not the controls, it's not anything. I'm just a goon, and I'm like, kind of miss, abilities, you know? Maybe I just miss abilities. Ever think about that, huh? Man, saying to my hater, and it's like, oh, a Kirby game with no abilities. What, are we going back in time now? I'll take diagonal. Yeah, I want this one more. Yeah, I want this one more. Get out of here. Epic Yarn. Epic Yarn has at least something I feel like feels kind of in tune with Kirby. But that isn't even really a Kirby game at that point. That's a Prince Fluff game. If you want to play this game. And I'm right, and I will say it. Because I do think moving goalposts like this is fun. Only because it has Kirby Quest. If it didn't have Kirby Quest, I wouldn't even give it the time of day. Damn it.
Please continue.
The Mass Attack minigame collection was really solid, I have to say. And another Kirby game that I think is weird, that doesn't have a lot of abilities, but at least gets by just on, like, sheer visual merits alone is, what's it called? Kirby, what's the name of that game? Yeah, Kirby, what's the name of that game? My favorite game. Kirby, what am I thinking about? Kirby, Kirby and the Rainbow Curse. There we go. That's what I'm thinking about. That game gets by on just your visual merits alone, I feel like. I think the game's kind of outside of that. Like, I think the character designs they have for that game are really cute. Yeah, listen, here's the thing. I know. I'm literally saying I know. It's even less than Canvas Curse. At least Canvas Curse's abilities. But, what I'm trying to say is that, like, through merits and fun designs alone, I'll give it a pass. But if that game, like, didn't have its art style, I would make fun of that game till the cows came home. You would not believe how much I'd make fun of that game. just Canvas Curse with, like, less stuff in it. Like, lol, lamau. Wii U is slept on, and it does have a lot of really good games. But also, like, Rainbow Curse is just... It's a beautiful looking game. I will say that. It is a beautiful game. No ifs, ands, or buts for me. But also, like, come on.
Please continue.
Come on. Cope. It's... You first. Actually, the best DS emulator can get actually is your phone. Or, if you're like me, your DS itself. Got him! Heck.
Please continue.
I like my flash cart. What can I say? I'm a huge. I love my flash cart. It's a good little thing. Wii U has big touchscreen. Yeah, but DS has one big thing over that, and that's the ability to put it in my pocket. Also, like, I don't know, I don't really, like, gel with the way that, the Wii U handles DS emulation. Like, I love the Wii U, but I think the way it handles emulation for DS is just a little eh. The second screen and everything, just, like, it's a neat idea, and I see the merit behind it, so I don't really like it. Mostly just because it's hard to, like, stream. That's really the big thing. What? Yeah, I do. I know how to make it work. Let me, know when the, DM me when the stream's over, or, like, just right now, and I'll get around to it as soon as I'm done streaming. So I know how to make it work. I, thought I had to buy a new one until I was like, hey, what if I just replace, the thing on it? And I replace the thing on it, and all my games are just back, including the save files. I'm like, oh yeah, alright. Yeah, sure. This works. Before that, I was just using, what's it called? My, legitimate DS handheld, otherwise known as my cellular device. Which was convenient, mind you. It was really convenient. I still use my phone for a lot of stuff like that, too. Oh no, Nintendo's sapping away my skill. Okay, let me actually focus and stop trying to make jokes. Yeah, I love my flash cart, like, for real. It's good to get a lot of mileage out of the thing. I've been able to put, like, randomizers on it for Pokemon. Got to re-experience and remember that, what's it called is bad. Super Mario 64 DS. What else? Got to play Dragon Quest.
Please continue.
Let me stop making jokes so I can focus. Makes jokes. Alright, so first things first, tell me, like, what kind it is. You have to, like, find specific, what's it called for it? Specific, programs for it. But, after that, it's easy to just put everything you need to on it and have everything work. I was like to play through that again. Got to play Pokemon Ranger, which I never got around to playing. Troze, Digimon games on DS again. What? Huh? Oh, hello. I don't know what that did. Oh, it just gives you a bunch of points. Okay. Oh! I'm sick. Ah! Oh! Look at how strong I am. Ah! Okay, I'm fine. streamer sees orange jelly bean and freaks out. Oh, alright. You stop that! You stop that right now! Like, if I for whatever reason decide, hey, maybe doing a Galgun stream is a good idea, I need one of you to come to my house and beat me over the head with, like, something. Like, something heavy, like a keyboard or something. Ah! I'm sure we can, I'm sure it'll work still. I just have to figure out, like, what type it is and, what kind of firmware you need to put on it. After that, it's, you know, it doesn't matter putting on the games you want on it. Damn it, see that fire coming at me. I have to just keep my, what's it called, when I'm just idling instead of just trying to hammer fire. Oh, okay, good. R-typo, that's cute. I still love that. Whoa. Ah! Damn it.
Please continue.
Okay. Let me just get to, like, 2, 3, then I might just take a break and we'll just play Animal Crossing for a little bit. I still have to clean up my house. You can see, like, my junky Animal Crossing house and, like, my little character I haven't seen in, like, what? A couple months? God, Animal Crossing came out, like, what? No, last year. I was saying, it came out this year. No, that's not true. It came out in 2020. Right. Gotta say, it's only been a year since that game came out. I still have a hard time, like, rationalizing the fact that Strive isn't even a year old yet. Like, nuts that that game isn't a year old yet. I wonder what the next upgraded boss is going to be, or if that's just a one-time thing. I doubt it. Alright. Let's see what we got here. I love the skulls on these guys now. Way more imposing. Oh, I'm dead.
Please continue.
Yeah. Oh, God. Oh. And got him! At least this phase, anyway. Here they come again. Oh. Huh? Oh, hello. Ooh. Okay, alright. Oh, no. Ugh. Ah!
Please continue.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. I have to say that. Reminds me of that one boss from Ultra Kill. What was his name? I forget his name. All I know is that the dude was cool. Ultra Kill's so good. Stop being onion causes this. Huh? Why are we getting onion facts now? Yeah, I think after we're done with this stage, the next one, we're gonna just play some Animal Crossing. Like, for real. This isn't a bit, this isn't a group, this isn't a gap. Just some Animal Crossing. Ah! I just want to, like, you know, decompress. This game is no joke, you know? still like between loans. I haven't like booted up Animal Crossing in a minute, so
Please continue.
we might have to wait a bit for me to put in the game, and then for an update, we can just chill and talk about, you know, whatever. Just hang out. Ah! And I can just... That's right, I need to get, like, Ultra Kill at an update and everything recently. Oh, there's so much stuff I need to catch up on. Oh my god.
Please continue.
I'm just gooning myself right now. Bother. Ugh. Why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? What? Literally just vaguely off to my side. Like, these guys have gotten way more accurate. Ugh. Some people have no respect or common courtesy. Like, they see me trying to shoot my way through and they're like, oh, I better just shoot you, lol. How did I make it through that? Oh. Oh. Noises being made into a microphone on stream, allegedly. Ugh.
Please continue.
I should just fire up. I'm just gonna have a charge shot, maybe. Probably higher when multiplier was higher. Alright, chat. What are some of our favorite Kirby games? We brought up the discussion a second ago. Yeah. Or, like I did, I guess, by, you know, talking smack about a fan favorite about a lot of you that, Like, even though I joke, I can't even front. Kirby Kirby Mass Attack is probably some of my favorite games in the entire franchise. I love Mass Attack soundtrack. Very good. Oh yeah, Dreamland 3 has a great aesthetic, for sure. Ah, damn. I still think my favorite is probably just, in terms of visuals, and like, in terms of just gameplay, I still really dig, what's it called? I haven't played every Kirby game yet, so I'm going to give my opinion still on, like, what's it called at some point, on, Robobot and Triple Deluxe. I'm going to get to those games, but I want to play, what's it called, for, before I play, I want to play, what's the game I'm thinking of? Amazing Mirror before I start Triple Deluxe or Robobot. I only do Return to Dreamland before I do Robobot anyway, that's also important. Even though I skipped a lot of these games from the Lorder, which is what I'm going to call it from now on. You can't stop me. Damn it, I didn't see that thing.
Please continue.
Alright. Need to pay more attention to my surroundings. Robobot may have the best arena, which is a major factor as the quality of a Kirby game. I see. I still really want to play through the arena of Star Allies at some point. And also do the Helper to Hero mode in that game. So I started it, but I never finished it. So that's what I want to do. But I'll probably do that when I, like, go back and play through the game again. Oh, I see. It's that thing behind us. That's the, boss.
Damn it.
Please continue.
Okay. Like, I think it's fine to have a fixed order sometimes. Like, at a point in the first true arena, like, it becomes, you know, fixed at a point. You're not like the one in, Superstar Ultra now, too? I don't understand reasoning. Man, get out of here. Pay attention. Alright. Ah! I didn't see the blast come out.
8, 5, 2,
Alright, let me give it a couple more college tries and I'll, take a breather. Yeah, I like the aesthetics of 64 too. It's a nice one. I mean, it's all the same real trilogy. It's so funny that Dreamland 3 is the second game of the trilogy. Alright, I have to make better use of my charge shot, so I'm not doing that as much as I should be. I am kind of lucky. And unlucky. Ah! Ah! Have them take care of it. Stay out of the way. Like hell you were. Oh. Alright. I'm almost close to doing some health back. Bastards. Alright, not fire. Out of this nightmare zone. Where do you think you're going? Okay. come on. It got two in me. Alright. But this is gonna be easy. You just have to get, like, right on top of them and just get them. There we go. Yeah, Superstar, I think, also has a nice vibe. I kind of grew up seeing the visuals, like, just edited ad nauseum forever in my tenure on the internet. But they're still nice to look at, right? Oh, come on.
Please continue.
And I love the aesthetic of, like, the flagship games. They have really nice sprite work, which I also kind of grew to love after, from years of being on the internet. It's just fun. It's hard to really just pick a favorite. Not today, Satan. Ah! I won't at you because you don't like it, but... I think it said True Skull. Oh, alright. This time let's be smart about this. It's not bad, it's another magic. I don't know. It felt pretty magical to me, but I'm also, like, running on years and years of nostalgia, so it might also be a factor. It said skill? Okay. And I misread. Never mind. I got to, no, it was something that shot me from low. I need to get up on the, yeah, alright, I aim for the hands. This time, a lot more. Oh, fuck that. Oh, I see. Oh, that's right, I do have side shot. Well, kind of. I have the back shot that hits on the sides. Oh, I see. Get out of here! I think I cheesed him a little bit. What's this? Oh, it's just charge shot again. Okay, I'm gonna keep charge shot. Oh. Back shot's really good. Alright. I think I'll just try to do this last one, then I'll switch to Animal Crossing. I feel like I do more damage to these guys, just by and large. I'm excited to see what the dude in space, how you fight him. This boss was really sick. Oh, okay. See that? Oh, I got them both.
Please continue.
Okay, let me just do this stage at this, and then I'll switch to Animal Crossing. Oh, okay. Didn't need the bullets. Oh, I wish I got to have 3 health bars again. They only gave me 1. It was tragic. But this is a lot about our society. One's behind it. Let's go. Ah, right, you. Where do you think you're going? I should be doing this more when I'm like properly in between them. This is definitely like a cake. Piece of cake. Yep. Oh! Nailed. Oh god. Oh no. Oh, why did you change shape?
Please continue.
Oh, I wish you changed shape. Oranges are tasty. This is a fact. Oh wait, did I get the right stage? Did I get the right stage? No, I didn't. Wait, no! Oh!
Please continue.
Oh well, I have a lot of continues. I can definitely get to the end of this section. Well, I don't, so sorry to say, I do not. There are no oranges in my house at present. Only, like, what's it called? Tangerines, and that don't count. Like some kind of Mandarin orange enjoyer to you, damn it.
Please continue.
A tangerine is what I go on down when I'm like talking too much. Ah! Ah, I see. Wow. That is busted. You gotta sit on them. But it all worked out in the end. Missed it. Oh!
Please continue.
That was cringe. It's very rude and inconsiderate. Oh, now you shoot too, huh? That's fun. Stop that. Ah! No! Come on, you. I was so close. Okay, so we're fighting Space Dude again. Break the unbreakable, touch the untouchable. That's still the sickest. Love this dude. Even summons an AT field. Like, God, the references on this guy are palpable. Try drilling? Oh, I should have, but oh God! I have to go back and do it. Ugh. I have to go back and do it. But I can't do it. Oh, I'm so sad. I wish I knew. Oh, wait! I get another chance. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I get another chance. Ah! I'm hyped. Yo, what up? Oh, wow. Dude, what? That's hype. Yo. You didn't tell me it was Jehudi. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is tight. Oh man. Okay, look. I have to. Before I go, I have to. It's the law. Oh God. Oh. Oh. How come I can't do that? Ah. damn it.
Please continue.
Ooh! Ooh! There. There. I don't... Whoa. Whoa. Ah, no!
Please continue.
I have to do that again. I have to do that again. This is actually the last thing I do, and then I'm gonna switch to Animal Crossing. I can't not do. No, I'm fighting that dude right now. Let me in. Knock, knock. Run it back. Reset the bracket. What? Oh god, controller, please. Okay. Okay, alright.
Please continue.
It's gonna be a bit. My controller freaked out for a second. It probably like disconnected and reconnected. Yeah, like, right? It feels too normal. Oh, it's gonna be so cool getting back to that fight. Let me in. Like hell you are. Enough time for small fry. Wow. Ugh. Why are you shooting now? It wasn't shooting the last couple of times. I feel like I didn't kill those guys who were coming directly to it, towards it. Still, what's really weird why I'm doing it the last time? Oh, dang.
Please continue.
Oh, I'm freaking out. Ah! I'm seeing it, a lot of it.
9.
Don't end after this fight. Okay. Alright, alright, alright. I'll keep going then. Like, I'm still here. I'm just, you know, focusing on the game more. It is a good game. It's part of the bundle you bought, I think. There's like, Viv, you should play one of the bundle games. Well, guess what I'm playing right now? No, it was. It's in, I think the, racial justice bundle. 'Cause that's how I got this game. And they gave you a Steam code and a copy of the game, like, as a executable. And I'm playing it just right now on Steam, because I have that copy now. I'm probably gonna have to see you, bro. I am pretty sure. So that's why I own this game. That is expressly how I own this game. I have the physical copy, the copy of it outside of Steam on my computer. Let me check through the ones I have, because I know I got it through one of the Itch.io bundles. I am more than sure about this. I will die on this hill. You know what this fight reminds me of? It reminds me of, what's his name? Gabriel in Ultra Kill. I am 90%. I will check. I will double, triple check as soon as I'm done with this stream. Oh, what is that now? Oh! Man, I love Happy Chaos. Ah! Oh! Damn it! Oh, the dragon got on me.
Please continue.
Yeah, for sure. That's how that works. Please let me get to play as Grapefruit later. That'd be hype. I know we won't, but I would love to hear that we do. Oh, what do you... I should have waited.
Continue.
I am going to double check. I am, like... I will, like... I'll put something on this that I'm so sure. This one was like, hey, you should get Ultra Kill, not Ultra Kill, ZeroRanger. And it's like, I should. Damn it.
Please continue.
Yeah, sure, why not? Let me double check while I'm taking a break. I actually think I need to take a break. I think I might be gamed out because my meds are out of my system, so my brain is starting to goop again into its natural, like, state. When the grapefruit was found, it was named the Forbidden Fruit. Yeah, I bet. Alright. Wow. Yeah, let me just take a break. My brain needs to chill. Let me just look up this. I'm just